What's up, nail geeks? I am back with a super exciting post for you all. Ethereal Lacquer is dropping a Nightmare Before Christmas collection. This is such a fun set. We've got bright colors, reflective glitters, shimmers, you name it, it's here. And I've also got some fun nail art to go over at the end of the video. So let's dive right into the swatches. First up is Oogie Boogie. This is described as a bright neon green with strong gold to copper shifting shimmer. So this is one of my top picks in the set. I love a good slimy green, and this fits the bill. So for opacity, I'm going to suggest going in for 2 to 3 coats depending on the length of your free edge. At the time that I swatched this collection, I was actually rocking the jelly tips a little bit longer because I'm rocking nail extensions right now. Why not see how long or how short I can get them? And I was just experimenting and I wore these quite long. I don't think it's for me, but it is what it is. I liked how they looked in the swatches, but doing video swatches for super long nails, at least to me, this is super long. Again, not for me, but I went up to 3 coats on Oogie Boogie just for that reason. So if you are rocking shorter nails, you might be able to get away with 2 coats. And next up is Zero. This is a ghostly white base full of blue to violet shifting shimmer. So this one is going to show your free edge no matter what. It's definitely what I consider a milky type of finish. The shimmer is quite strong. This is going to double as a topper, and I think it's going to look really, really good over just about any color because of that milky base. But keep in mind, because it does have that not super translucent appearance to the base, it's going to alter just a little bit what base color you wear it under if you choose to wear an undie with it. But by itself, it's gorgeous. I can see some layering, like pond effect layering of stamps looking really cool with this one. Obviously, I'm definitely in the nail art mode in the way I'm thinking about this stuff now. And next up, we've got 365 days until Halloween. This is described as a gray to red to orange multi-chrome. So this is, in my opinion, a different take on the red to black multi-chrome. Overall, we are seeing a, in my opinion, steel gray base color. This one is quite metallic in how it applies, so I'm going to caution going into brush stroke happy. Otherwise, you're going to get some streaking. So go in just normally and soft on the brush, especially that fluffy brush, and you'll reduce any streaking that you'll see. This is quite pigmented, so I think 2 coats is perfect for the most part. This is going to look fantastic matted too. And next up is Skellington, my second pick in the collection. This is a black base full of holographic flakes. This is what I'm going to flat out state as a 1 coat wonder. This is stunning. It's got a perfect buttery smooth formula. I took it to 2 thinner coats just for the sake of giving me that plumping effect I'm usually going for, but just full out in case I forget by the time we get to the nail art portion. I wore Skellington at 1 coat when I did the nail art. So easy, wonderful formula, and those holographic flakes are everything. I love these types of finishes. It's just so much depth from those flakes and easy sparkly action. And next up, we've got Pumpkin King. This is a true pumpkin orange base with gold to copper shifting shimmer and hollow flakes. Another fantastic formula. This one feels just a touch more on the crelly side. And I do agree with that official description. This is a perfect pumpkin orange, really flattering. It's not too warm, but not too cool toned. I think it's going to pop regardless of the undertones to your skin tone. And I think 2 coats is perfect for it. Now, I want to note this does have a true crelly formula, so it's got that nice squish, almost bounce type effect when you're going on your coats. So I'm going to caution on going too heavy when you are applying, and just let it dry down, which dry time was no issue for any of these, but just wanted to throw that out there to prevent any over buildup. And next is Simply Meant to Be. This is a clear base full of gold to copper ultra aurora shimmer. Now, this is the first time I'm hearing about an ultra shimmer or ultra aurora shimmer, if you will. But if I had to take my guesses on what the difference is, I'm seeing this as being incredibly shifty. You'll see the shift a bit more on the nail art portion of the video because I had my lights just angled a little bit different when I was doing that, and you can see just how shifty it is. So I'm going to guess it's that, and this is a very fine particle type shimmer. At least to my eyes, I'm seeing this just a little bit different in how it's behaving in application. Really in your face, and very, very nice. Now this one, of course, also has that similar feel to Zero in that you're going to see your free edge regardless of your coat, so it can double as a topper. But wearing it by itself, especially with the clear jelly nails, I thought looked really cool. And next is Frog's Breath. This is a cool toned gray-blue base with silver reflective glitter and green aqua to purple shimmer. This also has a somewhat crelly sort of formula to it, and again, just reminding you guys, reflective glitters have that very gritty sort of texture to them. So when I top coated with this, I'm using a heavy dose of a glitter smoothing top coat underneath my glossy top coat. You can see how packed full of silver reflective glitter this one is. I really liked how it pops against that just subtle, soft sort of shifty effect happening with that aqua bluish sort of color. And on the full hand shot here, you can see with my cell phone's flashlight, lots of sparkly action happening. This is so, so pretty. And I think it looks fantastic regardless of whether or not it's got bright lights on it. And finally, we've got Deadly Nightshade. This is a deepened magenta base full of blue to violet shimmer and hollow flakes. So this also has a crelly, more jelly-like formula to it, so it's got a bit of a squish factor. Honestly, I think 2 coats is going to be perfect for most, though if you are rocking extensions or longer nails like myself, I think you might want to go in for thinner coats and maybe go up to 3 coats. Definitely going to depend on how you polish, but just wanted to throw that out there. Now this has a strong, lovely blue shimmer to it that showed up ridiculously well in my swatches, but I think the video itself, not so much my full hand shot here, is a little more indicative to what you're going to see in person. So just please note, it's obvious, it's popping, it's there, but I think my full hand shot there just kind of blew it up a little bit. And finally, we are at the nail art portion of the video. I'm going to do some Nightmare Before Christmas nails. This is an old plate. I got it from a friend, I want to say in like 2014. It's been a hot minute, and when I saw that Nightmare Before Christmas images were on it, I was all over it. So it's called Stampaholic 3. Because of the copyrighted images on it, I'm going to go on a whim and suggest maybe looking for something similar on AliExpress or Wish or something like that. I bet you can probably find something comparable. But we're doing some advanced stamping here, and I'm using 2 clear jelly stampers to work on 2 images at once. This first one has Jack and Sally on it. I'm using some very old Esmalte Stichelli stamping polishes. Honestly, you guys, I need to update my stamping polishes and my nail art brushes. Something fierce. So if anyone has any suggestions for nail art brushes, I'm all ears. I've been looking and I haven't really decided on something I like that's aesthetically pleasing too. So here I'm going in with the Oogie Boogie image, and I'm using Skellington on the background just to kind of incorporate all the colors that I was using. And then I'm going to go in with Oogie Boogie in a minute and put shimmer to him as well. Now I'm using a fine stamping brush. Again, y'all can see how crusty my brushes are. It's almost embarrassing. It's like, if you're going to have a video of it, like, look how old and crusty they are. I promise I'm looking, and I'm going to get a new kit. And once I do, I'll share with you guys whether or not I like it. But hey, it works. It is what it is. Now I'm using DRK's Clingy Base Coat to make sure that my nails are nice and sticky when I go in for the images, because once you color them in like this, they're quite heavy. You don't have to use that. You can use just about anything. Really, you could use a top coat as well. Just do it right before it gets fully dry, or a little bit less than tacky dry. And then finally, I'm going in with the long striping brush here again, and I'm just adding some red to Sally's hair because it's iconic and it's most recognizable. So why not take the image up just a little bit more? And then finally, I'm cleaning up some of Jack's face. A lot of times when you use anything that smears your nail art, it's a bummer, but it's no issues, especially if you do advanced stamping. You can just go in and color over it, almost like a coloring book. Just stay within the lines and you're good. And then here I'm just adding some of Oogie Boogie shimmer from the Ethereal collection to our main man here himself, and then just finishing off with a glitter smoothing top coat, because like I said in my potion polish video, when you do a lot of nail art like this, I personally find that your layers get uneven and your nail art is going to just soak up whatever top coat you use. So I personally like that barrier there. And then of course I finished off with a matte top coat once again. That way for the actual swatch image that I'm going to go throw on Instagram, you guys can see all the little details and whatnot, and light reflection is not going to be a problem. So the Nightmare Before Christmas collection is going to go up for pre-order starting this Friday, September 23rd at 8 p.m. Central Time. I will link you guys below to Ethereal's site, as well as Ethereal Lacquer's Facebook group if you want to get in there, see additional swatches, all that good stuff. There's a ton of details. There's an event listing on the Facebook group if you want to get there too, and see what else is going to be available for this pre-order. Usually she does mystery bags and whatnot, so I'd suggest getting into the Facebook group for that info. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.